What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today I'm out exploring. I found a really cool place for you. I believe it's the late 1800s or early 1900s, a Victorian style farmhouse. Place I'm talking about, it's buried in the trees right there behind me. It's gonna be a really cool one to see. There's also a barn back there and a couple garages. So let's not mess around. Let's go see what we got in there. Oh, before we do, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Once we get there, things are going to start getting crazy. All right, guys, we're going to start this one out front here. I'll take you guys for a quick walk around the property before we go inside. Looks like there's a lot to see. We got that barn, we got those garages, got this greenhouse, we got this interesting looking machine over here. Let's go check that out first. I'm not sure what this thing is. I'm sure one of you guys can tell me if I can't figure it out. So it's on a trailer. There's hoses, there's rigs, there's pressure gauges. This looks like it's some kind of a pressurized sprayer, probably for weeds or pesticides or something. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me. That's the house right there that we're gonna go in. Well, let's work our way over to the garages here. See what we got. Oh, we got a greenhouse. Let's see that first, since we're right here. It's a pretty decent sized greenhouse. You can see it was all ventilated and everything. All the piping's still here. That's interesting. It actually looks like somebody's turned the dirt over there. That dirt's freshly turned. It's not filled with weeds. That's interesting. Why would that be? All right, let's work our way over to the garage. See what we got in there. That's the house again. It's a beautiful day out here, late May. Very warm today. And there's a big barn over there. We got Noah hanging it in the garage here, so there must be something good.
It's really hot. I'm just trying to sit up the sun.
All right, the garage. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, it's a lot of junk. Looks like we got garbage. We got paneling on the walls, and they got dry belts. It's interesting. I mean, it looks like a lot of garbage is in here. It's actually garbage. Look, that one's open. It's just recycling and stuff in it. You got an electric towel warmer. That's interesting.
Put it on the radiator.
Yeah, just use the radiators. And over there you got, looks like nuts and stuff. So it might have been like a real garage at one point too, or maybe they stored tractors or something in here. That looks like a big barrel of oil. You got a mirror there. Shelving with, well, just kind of pieces, things over here. Got caulking down there and just more screw eyes and latches and all sorts of retainers and gaskets. That's interesting. Even some old school headphones. Device in here. So this was definitely like a garage for a vehicle. They've even got the tires back there. What's this? That's a really thick door. Is this like a freezer? There's corn in there. There's jars up there. There's peaches in the jars. That's interesting. What's this? sweet margarine. Oh. Ew. There's mountains of margarine in here. So this must have been like a cold storage or freezer or something, and they kept stuff in here. I believe at one point in time this was actually like a farmer's market, and they had all sorts of stuff they sold from the property, so that would kind of make sense. Let's work our way out.
How up to a health code that is though, like leaving your butter in your garage with your tractor and like there.
Don't worry about that, okay?
Like a box.
It's a question that doesn't need to be asked by people like us.
I just asked it.
Well, we'll find out.
No, it won't.
All right, guys, let's work our way out. You guys can ponder that question while we explore the rest of this. So we got a no parking on the shoulder sign. Some workers are using this area during the week, so there will be some things here that don't really actually belong here. Installing fiber optics in the area, so I believe that's who's here.
You're gonna go in here, go from the other side because it's a pain in the ass to go in. And you can't walk through. That's the problem.
So we'll check out that one soon. What do we got here? Some really long grass here. Noah and I will be checking for ticks after this, I'm sure. We got a camper here. What the heck?
That's another camper too. I don't know if you can even tell whether he's a camper anymore.
Well, it's not anymore. Yeah, it's definitely not a camper anymore. But it was at one point. I mean, someone's sleeping bag is there, or a jacket, I think. I can't tell what that is. You see a microwave poking through the ceiling that fell down. Looks like there's a water heater and a little fridge. And there's definitely a room over there in the front. We're not going in here. I'm not falling through. It's not worth it. That's interesting, though. Very interesting.
It's funny because you're using the exact same route that I went on. I walked the exact same way.
And I'm supposed to go this way now?
Come with me.
All right, let's continue this way. Noah's going to show us the way because he's already done it.
I already fought off all the spiders.
So it's clean
Hate spiders.
for the champ and the contenders. Let's check it out. There's the other side of this trailer. It doesn't really look like a trailer. It looks more like a shed.
You can squeeze in there.
Oh.
Yeah, just watch your face because it's just spiders in the trees.
Oh. All right. Okay, we're inside this one. This is an interesting one. There's an old barbecue here just disintegrating. You got an old windscreen for a motorcycle. Lots of junk. Lots of junk. It looks like another workshop. You got bench seats for, looks like a minivan. Look at this stuff. Wow. Yeah, we got old lights there, old tail lights. You got an old Ford grill. This is cool. You got an old freezer, which, oh boy. Take a look at this, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. That's interesting. Look at this. What the heck? Oh yeah. Old table talk, tennis, soccer, and hockey. That's cool. All the electronics are still kind of in there. Yeah, it's all just ICs. That's crazy. Got a generator or an alternator there. That's cool. Very cool. This place is otherwise an assortment of junk, but wow, that was kind of a cool find. All right, let's get out of here and continue forward.
Oh. Is it bad in there?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go up to it because I was like, it smells already, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
I think once you see rotting meat once in the freezer, you don't want to see it again.
We got some silos here too. I don't think we'll check those out. We're not watching each other's videos because we haven't posted them, so that's weird. Guys, it's a coincidence we're saying the same things.
You're absolutely caked in burrs.
There's a garage there too.
On the right side, that part, that's where the thing is like, yelling at me.
All right. All right, so this is interesting. What do we got here? We got some storage in here. Wow. There's just tons of fruit baskets and boxes. You've got a whole screen monitor there from the 90s. Got an old TV cabinet. Oh, that's cool. You got tires, doors, home improvement sale flyers. Like this just, it's a collection of junk in here basically. Wow. All right, let's continue forward. It's a really big barn. I'm not gonna go too far in, guys, because as you can see, the flooring is in terrible shape in here. There's a hole there. There's holes all throughout over here. But look at this New Holland 352. I don't know what this is. It must be for grain or something. I'm sure someone can tell me in the comments. That's very cool. Yeah, you can see this barn's in very, very rough shape. And I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it. There's not much to see in here anyways, but still, you guys get to see a little bit of what's going on. But yeah, I don't want to fall through that, so that's all we're going to do. Let's go outside and see what else we can find. We'll check out that garage over there at last.
Alright guys, so this is pretty close to the back.
So I was at this place once before, and the cool surprise was in here. I'm hoping that it's still there. Last time I was here was about 7 months ago. So like I told you guys at the start of the video, it's a very, very big property. Very, very big. And that's that barn we were just in. Very big from the side, I'll tell you that. So in here, oh, that's not good. It looks like they've changed things since the last time I was here. This hanger's empty now. That sucks. It's just filled with junk. The last time I was here, this hanger had all sorts of antiques. There was old scales. There was old desks and dressers and cabinets. And there was, like, the scales were huge. They were almost like elephant scales. But unfortunately, all that is missing now. It's not here anymore. There's no sign of any of it here anymore. They've got these big vehicles in here. Yeah, that's a shame. It's all gone. It's all gone. That's too bad. I guess that's what happens when you don't film a place the first time you see it. Unfortunately, guys, we missed out here. Let's work our way towards the house. See what's going on over there. As you see, that's their farm field over there. So we won't even bother. That's too bad the antiques are gone, but what are you gonna do? Still a very cool place. And I think the house won't disappoint at all. Let's check out this garage over here first. All right, we're approaching the garage. You can see it's kind of overgrown too. Yeah, well, we don't want to get stuck, do we, guys? All right, so we're inside. That's interesting. Looks like another real garage, maybe for the actual vehicles of the place, not the tractors and whatnot. Got a cat kennel. You got some decent work shelves over here. Yeah, so they had decent stuff. They had a table saw. That's cool. Garage is in rough shape though. I just knock stuff over. They have a jerry can. I probably could have used that last week. Yeah, they definitely had some fan belts on the wall, and they had car posters up at one time. I wonder if they had a shop here, actually. Yeah. This might have been a garage, as I'm looking at things here, because all these are phone numbers for suppliers for parts that I know. And even on the door, the drawer there's a name of the place. And they've got pieces of stuff. So this might have been like a little bit of a shop here that they had at one point in time. Either that or this desk came from a shop, one or the other. That's pretty cool. Look at this old wood thing. You got a piece of a sledgehammer on the front. Yeah, at one point in time, that was a nice bench or desk. Huh. Pretty cool. All right, let's work our way over to the house.
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot, too.
Yeah, it's getting really hot.
All right, let's get in the house. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler in there. So this is the place that I brought you guys here for. This is the one. I think that we're gonna go in the side here, because there's a nice little pathway right here. Let's go this way and see what we can find. Hopefully it's open. Looks like it because people are using it. Ooh, got stabbed by thorns there. Some kind of thorn just got me. All right, something stinks. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I mean, it looks pretty rough, but that looks pretty cool. What stinks? Ooh, there's that freezer maybe? Oh no, that. Yep, that's what stinks, guys. Oh. Oh. That's an interesting trap. So, over here we got looks like a kitchen. This is weird. This is like an outdoor kitchen. Look at this. There's a hole in the floor, so it's probably not the best place to be walking around. It's really decayed in here. Look at this though, this is crazy. All these cabinets, you got a little mirror there. Missing sink. That's a lot of paper there. I wonder if this was a butcher at one point in time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, I think it's a butcher thing in here. Look at this. Look at the hooks on the ceiling.
Yeah, this is a butcher.
Like, look at that, they're huge. They're hanging animals, I think, right here.
Yeah, this is definitely the butcher area. Like I mentioned earlier, this place had a farmer's market out front. Yeah, there's the hooks in the ceiling. This was definitely where they were doing the butchering.
Seems a bit odd to do it in here.
Well, it's not part of the house, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but it's tiled. Like linoleum tile and wood.
It's easy to clean.
Blood going. And there's the holes for.
In here you got all sorts of empty grape containers. Shut. The stairs. Do we dare? Oh my. I don't know about this. This is gross. Oh! Oh, right away. My favorite stuff, turds. What's up here? Whoa, that's interesting. Look at that. That's an interesting oven right there. Let me change the... That's a very cool oven. Yeah, so above this room, we just got some storage here. And we've got some chairs and some food saver stuff. But, that's very interesting what we just found downstairs. Let's go take another look. That's a blender. That's like a blender or a slushy maker. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow. Now let's back down. Oh. You got a Fram oil filter there. And a container of something just leaked out. Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, okay, that's a lot of garbage.
You can't even move up there.
Yeah, so there's just storage in there. But yeah, let's take one more look at this. So that's exactly what this is. So this is obviously where they pieced up all the meat. And you have your butcher's paper there. And I guess they handled everything in here. And they would sell it out front at their farmer's market. All right, well, I guess we'll go inside now and see what's going on. And this is the entrance here. All right, everybody, we're in the house now. We're going to start this one, I think, at the back of the house, and we'll work our way through and then down. So what we got here right away, looks like we got a little mudroom that they added onto the back of the house. And as you can see, got a bunch of coat hangers on the brick wall and the wall that they added on. Even got some there. And this is what the view outside looks. It's a beautiful day today. Nice warm day. Late May. And then as I turn around, we get into the house here. And yeah. This might have been a laundry room. I'm not really sure what this room is. Look at those big windows. And I really like that. Big farmhouse windows, they're original windows. It's got very cool trim. The only thing is they painted it. Looks like it's green. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I don't have the glasses, but it's like baby blue to me, but I think it's green. I think it's that teal color. You got some very cool decay there on that wall. Look at this beautiful farmhouse door coming in from outside. Basic door with a window. It's got that, I believe what you call a transium, that window above the door to let the air vent in and out of the house. Very cool. And over this way, okay, this looks like in the basement. We'll check this last. We'll go there last. Let's work our way deeper. So over here we got like a sink area. I don't know if this is a kitchen or actually, this might have been a kitchen actually. Now that I look at it, this wasn't a laundry room. This was a kitchen. That was the eating area with the fan. You turn over here, you've got your cabinets, you've got your sink, you've got your fridge space. Yeah, this wasn't a laundry room, this was a kitchen. We got some pudding left over. Butterscotch pudding. Do we have a date on it? May 2013. That's before May 2013. I bet you this house has been abandoned for at least 10 years. It's probably been closer to 2011, 2012, 2013, around there, I bet you. I like how they wallpaper inside the cabinets, and it even matches the lining. Or maybe they use the wallpaper as the lining. That's interesting. You got some old styrofoam cups, plates. Assume that stuff would be rare. You can see the copper pirates have been here. All the piping is gone. Well, that's a very cool kitchen. It's very long and kind of narrow. I like the architecture of that arch there, though. You know, it's probably added after the fact. It still looks cool. Very old school. And as we go this way, look at that big window. It's a big farmhouse window with a radiator under it. We got a nice solid door here. Let's go this way into this room. All right, so this is probably like a dining room. Wow, look at this room. Check out that wallpaper. Wow. What year do you guys think this wallpaper's from? And they've got two different layers of it too. They've got this border in the middle. And then down here, they have that textured wallpaper. Look at those baseboards. Guys, those baseboards are like 1.5 feet tall. Only in a farmhouse. You've got this very old school thermostat. You got a mirror in the room. Look at it this way. Two more huge farmhouse windows. And they had an old chandelier hanging up here at one point in time too for their guests. Just a stunning room. Like, even though the wallpaper is very dated looking, I really like this room. Very cool. The trim around the windows below and above is just ridiculously cool. And yeah, there's some pretty cool paint decay on the ceiling too. Wonderful. Love it. They've got that, well, they don't have the old barn house or farmhouse floors, but they have some very old hardwood floors. This stuff is probably like 50s or earlier. And there's another solid door. The only unfortunate thing is all the wood trim and the doors are painted. Look at the mold starting to take over the back of the door. Look at that. Those baseboards. I'm not kidding you guys. Look. You know, I wear size 13 shoes. And that, it doesn't amount to anything against those baseboards. Look at this room. What a cool entrance to the house. Wow. What a stunning, stunning entryway to the house. You still even have shoes here. You got shoes here from when people lived here, and it looks like we got a piece of a clock laying there. Look at that. Very cool old school door. You've got the beautiful glass there. I'm going to just show you outside through the door so you guys get an idea of what it looked like. Just fantastic. And even above the door, nice window up there. Yeah, this is a great entranceway to the house. You know what? Let's just take a peek outside real quick. Because best we can. Oh yeah. This is awesome. What a beautiful porch this house has. Now, obviously it's very heavily overgrown here. Things have changed since people lived here. But wow. Absolutely amazing. I'd love to sit out here in the evening having coffee because the sun would be setting. And that's what you would get here. Look how overgrown the steps are. Yeah, obviously we didn't come in this way. But that's amazing. Absolutely amazing front porch. I'll just show you guys the front door from outside too. Look at that. She's a beauty. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go back in. And let's continue the tour of the house. Okay. Here, I'm not sure what this would have been. Maybe this was a serving window at one time. Maybe they had some kind of a chute that went upstairs. Goes into the room, so we'll have to find out what that is. Got another radiator sitting here. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but very cool old school light hanging here too. I'm sure Tommy or John could tell us how old that light is. And hopefully John's not offended by the wallpaper in this house. Wow, this is an interesting room. So this room looks a little dated because of that paneling. But holy crap, look at the roof. Look at the ceiling. That's amazing. That is absolutely stunning. Let me just turn this ISO up a bit so you guys can see it a bit better. Wow. Beautiful hardwood lining the ceiling up there. That's just really amazing. It looks really nice too, the way they did it. Stained beautifully. Gives this room some class. Now, the unfortunate part is, if you look around the rest of the room, yeah, it's got beautiful trim around the door that's painted. Got a bit of a wainscot. I don't know if you would call this wainscoting exactly, but it's got a chair rail and it's kind of going up the wall, so that might be wainscoting. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But the problem with this room is this paneling. It's dated looking, it's cheap looking. It's a little tacky. That door is interesting. I think that door leads to the back room there. Let's see. Oh, it's nailed shut. You can't get out that way. Yeah. Well, that's a nice, beautiful window too. I didn't even notice that at first. Look at that. That's a bay window if I'd ever seen one. Be a great spot to, chill. Have that light coming in the morning. And then mid-afternoon, of course, too. You got the remnants of the chandelier in this room. That's a very cool living space. Very, very cool. And obviously this was a mirror that was on the wall at one point in time, but somebody has since smashed it. So back here, look at those floors. They're interesting. Old linoleum or asbestos tiles. I'm not really sure what these are. They're old enough they could be asbestos. They're kind of peeling up because of water. Maybe this was a laundry room. You got a vent there, so potentially this could have been a laundry room. Another amazing heavy wood door. Well, this place even has a sconce on the wall. That's cool. So you look in here. Wow, it's a makeshift closet. That's kind of wild. Look at that. We got the old school barn door. We got a closet here that's about a foot deep. And it even has a spot to hang a couple of things. And they got some makeshift hangers to hang coats. And they got a couple shelves probably for shoes. That's an interesting add-on to the room. I wonder if this is a laundry room. Another massive window. This one's not broken, which is cool. You got some shelving in the corner here. Very wild. All right, we'll continue to go this way. Again, this room has the same kind of hardwood as the other areas of the house. Still in relatively decent shape, but you can see there's been some water coming in here and they tried to stop it at one point. I'm not sure what the child gate was, but obviously when that door was open, it stopped somebody from passing through. And we got Noah here, everybody. Noah Nowhere.
Howdy.
It's a cool house, isn't it?
Not too bad.
Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that old lock mechanism on the door. I didn't even notice that. The handle's missing. It's got an old school keyhole. People like Tommy could probably tell you how old this is. I'm sure he even knows somebody that had it. All right, let's go upstairs. This runner has seen better days, so we're gonna have to be careful, I think. I won't be falling through, but I might slip and fall backwards. I'm sure you guys would love that. Look at the wallpaper as we're going up. Very old school and retro. Almost looks like 80s wallpaper. It's probably the last time this place was renovated. Whoa. Look at those floors. It's like linoleum or something, but almost looks like graphics. Look at that. That's a big closet. Nice long rack in there. Nothing left behind. That is some interesting stuff on the floor. So this is the upstairs hallway here. You got a nice sconce on the wall. That's an old brass switch plate for the light switch. The baseboards are a little more basic up here and they're about 6 inches tall. But of course, I got to show you guys this old school railing for the stairs. You guys know I love the farmhouse stairs. And it's nice to see the railing intact in one of these houses for a change. Okay, so we'll check out this room first since I'm halfway in it. This looks like one of the bedrooms in the house. It probably was a kid's room. You can see the core on the wall there. There's starting to be some signs of water damage, so the roof is obviously starting to give way. Look at this wallpaper, guys. Is that not some of the weirdest but coolest wallpaper ever? It literally looks like retro 30s or 40s wallpaper. Now, I doubt it's that old. But that's what that certainly reminds me of. Like, look at the characters with the cameras and the people on the bikes. Like, some interesting details that are very reminiscent of a different time. This room's in very good shape still. The flooring's starting to peel up in the corner there a bit, but otherwise this room's in very good shape. That's interesting too. I've never seen that before. The corner of the wall actually has like a molding, a wooden molding going all the way up. That's a nice touch I've never seen before. They've got an access to the attic there. Won't be able to get up there. I wouldn't even fit in that hole. And of course we got the window to outside. I'll show you what the view's like. Nice view of the backyard. There's the garages that we visited earlier. Of course, they had a little greenhouse there. Very cool. And it's nice to see again the old school windows actually in good shape. All right, let's continue on with this house. Again, that wallpaper, it's really cool, isn't it, guys? When you look at that, that is just very cool. So is this flooring, even though it's not my style, it's just very interesting to see. Didn't notice this before, but there's some cool paint decay on that door. Even the ceiling. So here's a bathroom. This looks like the master bathroom of the house. It's not attached to any of the rooms. Very, very big bathroom though. It's got closet space too, which is kind of interesting. Bunch of hangers left for Brandon. It kind of smells like the brown bomber's been here, but the toilet's not attached, so I think the house just smells a little funky. That's an interesting big closet in the bathroom. You got a little towel rack here. Got some very retro cabinetry. I would say this cabinetry, God, I wouldn't think this is any newer than the 60s. I mean, you guys tell me in the comments, you'll know better than me. But yeah, it looks pretty old. And it's weird to see a light switch and electrical socket mounted to a cabinet. I don't think that's up to code anymore. We've got a mirror there. And what's cool is behind the cabinet, you can see the original wallpaper, or at least one of the original wallpapers that was in this bathroom at one point in time. And you can see that they wallpapered it over it with this flowery stuff. I don't know what color it is. I can't tell you. I don't have the glasses. I think it's blue, but I can't tell you. But I can see that green stripe stuff back there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What's behind the door here? Nothing. That's a very old door. Again, very solid door. And I just noticed they have a cool sconce on the wall in the bathroom too. These farmhouses, I like these sconces. It's a nice effect. Seeing these places lit up at night must have been a bit of a treat. Just giving that special effect, you know, a little bit of light on the wall. So over here we got the former toilet area. You can see it's a disaster there. And there's the actual toilet. The toilet doesn't look that old. And you got the window here, which at one point was wrapped in plastic, so, you know, to help weatherize the house, I guess. Winterize the house. But no one lives here anymore, so it does not matter. And of course, we got the shower here. And this was probably renovated in the 80s. This is one of those 80s insert showers. Looks very typical of anything from probably 82 to 88. Even the shower knob in there, very retro looking from around the same time. Okay, and again, the floors in here are interesting too. They're the same kind of linoleum as the hallways, but they got like a, I don't know, some kind of like a textile type texture to them. I think that's the word textile I'm looking for. All right, that's cool, paint hanging down there like icicles. All right, let's go this way. I think I showed you guys that before, but that's a nice sconce on the wall. This floor is, you know, it's a little bit rough. You can see it's tearing apart. I guess that's what happens when a place has been abandoned for as long as this one. That's the end of the hall there with a little window. It's a nice touch. Another sconce on the wall. You got some paint decay that's just naturally happening up here from all the time and exposure to the elements. You got this room back here. Well, there's a little bit of graffiti in this room. There's a rocket ship there, as you guys see. Looks like the exhaust is coming out the wrong end. Still have curtain left over on this little window. That's interesting. It looks like someone threw rocks or shot bullets through. Huh. But this might be the master bedroom. It's kind of the biggest room so far. There's light on the wall. I wouldn't call that one a sconce. It looks more basic. That's interesting. Below the linoleum, look at this linoleum. This linoleum has a graphic like it's like a carpet. Interesting. Markham Baptist Church. So they got some old newspapers on the floor here underneath the linoleum. Let's see if we can get a date. 1969, March 20, 1969. And I'll just show you guys the paper real quick. If you want to freeze, you can read it. I'll show you this one too. That one's February 7th, 1969. That is cool. And this one over here. That is so weird. Wonder why they're under the floor like that. Well, that's some interesting striped wallpaper. That's retro too. Everything about up here is retro. And a little bit unusual. Very big room though. It's a very spacious room. It's got a very good size to it. I like this. And there's some interesting decay up there. As you can see, the plaster's breaking away. Okay, let's go this way. Let's see the final room up here. Oh, this is another big room too. Perhaps this was the master bedroom. Very similar to the other. You got a similar window on the front of the house. Similar window on the side. Got some very basic shelving right here. It looks like someone found some piping. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to see in here. It's a good sized room though. Flower graphics on the linoleum. And this room has the craziest decay upstairs so far. Look at that. Definitely some water damage. You can see the plaster starting to separate all the way through, so it will all come down soon. And also what's interesting about up here, they wallpapered over the old wallpaper and they painted that wallpaper. That's why you don't do it that way. Eventually it comes off like that. Got the sconce here. That's pretty cool. And again, look at that paint decay. This door is peeling apart like crazy. Let me change the brightness a bit so you guys can see it better. Look at that. That's very cool paint decay. Makes you wonder if some of this is lead paint. You never know. Good thing it's not all over the place in the air. All right, let's work our way downstairs. I think that will wrap this one up. You guys get a better look at this wallpaper on the stairs now. Very retro. Sorry, I'm walking all over the place because this runner is a disaster. Yeah, look at that old school wallpaper. Okay.
Let's go back this way. Oh, hello, Gregory.
Oh, we're crossing paths. Hello, everybody on Noah's channel. Oh, I didn't even show you guys this before, so it's good we came back this way. Look at this cabinet. That's neat. I meant to show that to you before and I forgot, so you can even see dust marks of the things that were in here. So you can only imagine how long it's been to have those marks and have that much dirt around it. That's cool. I like that. Built-in cabinet in the dining room. Stumbling, finding the words there, guys. Sorry. Yeah, see, that's the green door that goes to the other room there. I'm not sure why it's nailed shut. That's kind of weird. So in here, this was that room we were looking at before. Okay. So you got more stuff in here to hang things from. You got a little light that would have been in here. Got some hangers. You got a coat hanger. And you got that weird window that goes out to the house from, it's very strange. You guys tell me in the comments what this room was. Do you have any ideas? I would love to know. Okay. And then we got the basement. The light switch does not work. All right, let's go see. This is the most makeshift hanger setup yet. They've just got nails and screws into the side here. Okay. Smells like oil down here. It's very dark. Sorry, guys. So that there's the old sump pump. You got the furnace. Looks like people have been through this place. They've rummaged everything they could take. Look at that. You got old wood beams. You've got old timber beams supporting the house, and they've got a hanger up there. That's cool. There's really not a whole lot to see down here except water heaters and stuff, but still. Look at that. That one's knocked over. That one's still standing. All the piping's gone. There's your insulation for the piping, and they've stolen every piece of copper, even that one. But what's really cool, look at this. That's an old school boiler, I think. I don't think this is a furnace. I think this is a boiler. That's the blower, I believe, from it. Yep. Can't. It says Severn boiler or something like that. That is really cool, guys. And that's what the inside of the boiler looks like. Well, you can't really see. Yep, there you go. That's inside the boiler. That's cool. That is very, very cool. That's how they heated up those radiators. That's wild. Very, very cool. And over here, just got a dark, dingy corner of the basement, so we'll avoid that. Ooh. And you got all this piping here, all the insulation's coming off of. This kind of makes me nervous, so I won't touch or disturb that. And you've got some kind of a motor here. It looks like an outside pump. This might have been for outside water at one point. That's very interesting. And that was probably a pressurized water tank. So they had water pressure. And you can tell how old this place is. They got the fieldstone foundation. They've just got wooden boards attached to the wall where they had all the sockets and everything. That's pretty wild. They've got the trough style sink. They got somewhat of a modern looking electrical panel down here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I just noticed we have a freezer here. Didn't notice that coming down because of the cabinet in front of it. Is there anything in it? No, it's clean. What we got over here? Interesting. It's like a cold room. Yeah. So they kind of cemented over the foundation in here. But you can see this was definitely a cold room. They have the shelving in here. You got some mason jars to the left and you got some rot there. But at one point in time, this was definitely a cold room. That paper's July 17th, 1971. Very cool. I like that brick wall of the foundation down here. That's neat too. Look at that old door, guys. That's pretty cool. All right, this looks like the last area of the basement. It's kind of an interesting spot. Got an old fan and hat hanging down here. And that's an interesting wall. It's a half-decent wood panel wall with nails all over it, but I don't know what went on down here. It's not like it looks like a hangout spot. Could have been a woodwork shop, actually. See all the jar containers attached to the ceiling? That's because they used to screw the jars into those, and they probably had nuts and bolts and screws. So this was the shop area. And that was probably the shop wall. That was probably a fan for the little shop area. I guarantee you this was the workspace. And you turn around, there's really not a whole lot left down here. Got some wooden skids on the floor. Some pipes from outside. And that's pretty much it. And I think that's going to wrap this one up, guys. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. This place was a really cool place with some really cool retro features. And of course, it was on a massive property with a bunch of buildings to check out. So who doesn't like that? If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit that like button. And of course, leave a comment afterwards. Oh, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal of the channel right now. That's the immediate goal. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and help me out. All right, that's all the time we got for this week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the radium video up there. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.